Okay. Alrighty, guys. So we are starting. I am super excited. I'm sure we're going to have people chiming in as we go through, but I wanted to come and I wanted to talk to you guys about how to promote to lead and why. I think it's super important. Now, I will say this. I have my notes. Are everybody that's on, and you guys know that I like to get feedback from you guys. So as you are on, if you know what the summer incentive is and you know how to earn it, or you've at least looked at the ways that you can earn it to get there, I want you to type in the chat, yes, that you know what the summer incentive is. If you do not know what the summer incentive is, put no. I want to make sure that you guys are very aware of all of the things that you can earn. Just for example, I just got $2,300 deposited into my Scentsy Pay portal, income disclosure, because I earned the last incentive to Disney, and we're not going to go to Disney. So I chose the buyout. Um, you know, always be aware of every incentive that Scentsy offers, because one, yes, you're going to get a prize for it, but most importantly, Scentsy has it set up, every incentive for it to help your business, growing your business, in you being stronger in PRV, and what we're supposed to do daily for our business is sell, and for you growing your team. Okay, so that is how ultimately how our incentives are set up. So just be aware of that. If you do not know what that is, our call that just passed on Wednesday was over the summer incentive. If any of you did not watch it, I will upload the YouTube and I'll share it in the group. But our last call was over summer incentive. So make sure that you're aware of that and that you know that, because promoting to lead is going to make you pretty much this close to earning level 1. So so that was my thing, because a lot of people were asking me, well, should I get on this training if I'm already a lead? Yes, you should get on this training if you're already a lead, because if you're a lead, then that means you're actively recruiting. Okay, if you're actively recruiting when you get to lead, that's great, but you have to understand that you have to learn how to coach someone to get to lead the same way. And yes, you can go by what I have coached you that may be lead, or what your sponsor has coached you to be lead. But this that I'm going to give you, and we've done one other training with this document before, is a surefire way that you will meet every piece of criteria you need to make sure that you train your new team member the same way so that they can shoot for lead. Okay. Some people say, why do I want to be a lead? Okay. First of all, this training isn't for hobbyists. This obviously is a training for someone who wants to grow their team. So I'm going to nip that in the bud first and foremost. Second, why do you want to become lead? Because if you do, I want you to put a yes or a no to this also. If you knew that you have to have a lead or above title to be a consultant that comes up on the consultant locator on Scentsy.com. So if you guys are not aware, we are not in any storefront. We are not a business that you can go buy wax at Walmart, Amazon, eBay. If they are, that's not, you are not to do that, because we are a direct sales company, and that means you can only get our products through a consultant. So anybody, that where we actively sell can go to Scentsy.com. They can type in their address, their zip code, and the closest consultants will come up. If you're not leader above, you're missing out on that. And I'm going to tell you, I get PWS random orders every month. So that is one of the main reasons. Tanya's on here, and Tanya actually just got one the other day of over $200. So there is testimony to tell you that you want to be a lead consultant. Because I know that 200 some PRV was gravy that she didn't have to do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? And she just got that because she is over a lead in title. Okay. So just keep that in mind. Why you want to become lead also is because at lead is when you start earning bonuses off of your frontlines production. Basically, what that means is as you start recruiting more people, if those people produce and they have PRV, you start getting a percentage off of their whole team's productivity. Okay, so I will tell you, and I'll just throw that out. My check monthly is probably about more than 80% of my check comes from my team. Okay, not my PRV. And that's because I shoot for $2,500 a month. That's a good little check in PRV, but the majority of my check comes from my team. So if you want to leverage your check to the best possible way, the best possible way is to promote to get bonus commissions. Okay. Okay, this is where I think a lot of people drop the ball. And this is where I'm so happy that so many of my frontline are on here, because I think this is the biggest problem where people drop the ball. Okay. And sometimes you guys, you know, I love you, but sometimes what I have to say is probably not exactly what you want to hear, but you got to hear it. I am not responsible to train your team. Okay. The minute you get one new team member, you should lead that team member. Now, maybe you don't know how to exactly, but guess what? Because you got a director or a sponsor that always is going to come through, not all do, but I created this along with a couple of my BFFs on here. I know they're in here. The Aaron and Jess that are on, that we linked up and we are doing our level up training. We sat down, we're in a huge mastermind, and we came up with this PDF. Okay. And that PDF, dude, it is a roadmap. There should be no doubt in your mind that you cannot get a new team member started off strong if you have that roadmap. And I've shared it with you. It's on our team page. You guys have it. Now, this is going to be up on YouTube, so I will link it in the comments or in the description. I'm sorry, not the comments. If you're watching later on YouTube. Now, this is the thing. The thing is that if you go through that, you will do everything to be the best sponsor or leader you can be to help your team member get to lead. Okay. And if you're not to lead, then you need to follow it this same way. But understand that a lot of people drop the ball because they get a new team member, they don't train them in any way, and their time passes, they don't hit any achievements or any incentives. Yes, you can always do it later. Yeah. And if that happened to you, or you're one of my team members that happened to, give yourself grace, because we're not all perfect. We can't always do it, but when you know better, you do better. So that is going to be given to you. I'm going to go over that fast start guide. It may look a little different in the next weeks to come because I'm going to revamp it. The structure is going to be the same. However, it's just going to be prettier and different. So just remember that. Okay. So how do we use the fast start guide? And that's exactly how you're going to use this document to promote any new team member you get on your team. You should follow this PDF. Can y'all see my screen? Just, yes, okay. Okay, so I have it here. This is the fast start guide. As soon as you get someone that joins your team, or if this is you, right? If this is you right now and you are not a lead, yes, that, you know, the time frame may be not apply because you passed your 500, your PRV, and not your PRV, I'm sorry, you have passed your shooting star dates. But the whole structure of how you're going to get to lead is the same thing. So apply it. But let's say you have a brand new team member, right? So we called it the 48-hour blitz. Within a day or two, you need to tell that team member when is a good time to talk. Okay, now I know I'm the worst one. So I'm gonna put myself under the bus. I am the worst one about getting on the phone, just because the way my life is set up. I get it. But guys, if you're wanting to really start these new team members off the best possible way, or do a Zoom just like this so that they can see and they can hear you. Sometimes I'm not the best about getting on the phone, but I will jump on a Zoom and I will show you how to do the deal really quick. But either way, be in front of the person, whether it's on the phone or in front of them. This is a scheduled call with your coach on how to complete your 30-day playbook. Okay. Yes, your first 70 days is crucial, but we're gonna do a little more because we're gonna level it up a little bit and try to get them in 30 days. Okay. So you have two things, and I think this is really important that you ask the person, tell me, a little bit about you. What is it that you want out of this business? How do you want to proceed? Like, we got two ways, like I'm all for the touchdown way. Like, I'm ready to get you started fast. I'm ready to show you how to start putting some money in your pocket and how to expand your business. Do you want to go that way? Or is that not something that you're wanting to do? Do you want me just to put you wherever we have meetings and connect you, but not necessarily go through the fast start with you? See what they say. If they say, oh, because you're going to have people that are just going to want to get the free and half price product. And that's great. Let me tell you something. That is totally fine. You need those 200 people every 3 months to build a solid foundation. So bring them in. It doesn't matter if that's what they want to do. Keep them. But within asking those questions is how you're going to find those that want it. Okay. So we're going to say they want the touchdown weight, right? So okay, good. Let's go. We got a time frame to kick. So let's set your goals. How much money would make you super excited about actually working your Scentsy business? Like, be honest. Tell them on a monthly basis, how much would you be really excited to make? Like, would make you want to get up and work? What does that look like? And if you had that money, what would you use it for? Have them fill this out. Okay. Shooting star date. If they're brand new, tell them, don't give them the date. Tell them, go to your workstation and go find out what that date is and fill it out. And then what I'm going to do is have my team members send me a screenshot of this once it's filled out. Okay. So have them fill out in their date so they know, so they can't come back and tell you, you didn't tell me my 15 days was on this date. Even though as soon as you log in, it's big and bold right there. And you can see the 15th date and the 70th date, but you want them to know. Okay, I'll be totally honest with you. If people tell me they want to go real fast or they want to go real slow, either way, I'm here for it. But what I'm going to tell you is either way, we're going to do a launch party. Like, I don't care if you're just here for the free and half price. Well, to this week, you're going to get a launch party so that you can get those free and half price products. Okay. You want to immediately try to get them into scheduling a date and tell them the time is ticking for their first 15 days. So they need to do it within that first week. Schedule the launch date. Okay. Game day. Where is it going to happen? Do you want to do it live on Facebook? Do you want to just put it in a group and have a pictures and posts and links? How is it that you want to do this so that you are on the same page with them? I'm going to be totally honest with you. Last season was Facebook Live parties for me. I did a lot of launches for my new team members through Facebook Live party. This season, I cannot get on a Facebook Live. So it will be a Facebook party using Visly to do all of the work. That's a whole nother training, but talk to your team member, ask them how they want to do it. Even if they just want a link, show them and get them to go create the link, because I'm going to tell you what normally happens. You say, oh, okay, yeah, I'm going to do a launch party. Okay, I'll get on there and I'll go look at it. I'll get on there and go open a party, and they never do their 15 days passes and they do nothing. Hold them accountable to go open that link and start sharing that link with everybody. Okay, the who. If you are not their direct sponsor, and guys, don't get it twisted. Do not feel some type of way because your team member that you recruited isn't doing much, but the next person is a rock star. If that person doesn't want to help that third person do this, you do it, because that's what a true leader does. A true leader finds, even if there is a break within that line, in that branch, you go pick that other person up, because that person could be a rock star and you're going to let them go because the person before them is not, maybe I'll put in my 200 every 3 months. You know what I'm saying? But pick that next person up, because they could be your next director. Keep that in mind. It does not have to just be your front line. Now, ask, like, hey, are you going to get so and so started? Because at the end of the day, they're all on your team. Whether you personally recruited them or you did not, they're on your team. So tell them, like, hey, are you going to get so and so started? If not, I'd love to help her. Just let me know if I can help in any way. You know what I'm saying? That is keeping it open, not stepping on anyone's toes, but making sure that things get done. Because if they don't, that is a surefire way for your business not to grow. And you don't want that. Believe me, been there, done that. So use social media as your stadium. So before officially announcing your business online, ensure you go over your getting started checklist. Okay. This 2-page document, we want to keep it very simple for them. We want to get them on a call. We want to get them 30, 45 minutes with questions, and super simple. But we want to touch base with the important things, not the fluff, not the making the samples, not the going and getting this app and making we ain't doing none of that. Right now it's strictly let's get to work. Okay. So explain to them that using their social media right now in this day and age is one of the best methods they can use. There's 3 tips here that you can share with them on how they can launch their business on social media, on whatever platform they choose. Tip 1, go live on social media, share your excitement for your new business. Let people know you'll be launching your business on blank date for your launch party, and ask them if they want an invite. If you're going to do your launch party through a group, this is an amazing way to start getting people to invite them to that group. Because you don't just want to invite 1,000 people you don't even know and just invite them without asking them. Okay. People are more engaged when they know what they're doing. Tip 2, once your kit arrives, go live on social media, unboxing it. Talk about the products. Choose one you love and connect it with the problem that you're dealing with. Tell them you'll come back with the results. Any new team member, once you get that kit, once you get that reinstatement kit, if you're in a reinstate, you should be hitting go live. I don't care if you don't want people to see you. They ain't got to see you. Flip the camera, show your stuff. Explain to people, because let me tell you something. If you do not do these things, your business is closed. It's closed and it's not open. That is your storefront. You got to open it. Okay. And this is really good because this is attraction marketing. That's a whole nother topic we've talked about, but I want you guys to understand something. When you are sharing a product with someone, and this is a marketing tip, when you are showing a product to someone, they don't want to know the benefits of that product. They don't want to know all the clean ways that the product is. They don't want to know all that stuff. What they want to know is what it did for you. Show me what it did for you. And then I can decide if I want it. I want you to think about all the influencers you follow on Instagram or social or Facebook. How many times are you more likely to buy from an ad that says this is $25, click the link, or someone that says, girl, look how amazing this cup is. It does not do it justice. It is my branding colors. It is sparkly, clean, super cute. And look, you can click the link because she's selling for $40. Like, what are you going to go buy from? You're going to buy because that girl just told you how amazing that cup is, how she loves it, how she uses it every day. Okay. Think about those things. Last, go live, share your personal testimonial from whatever product you got that you used and you absolutely loved. Do not be salesy. People do not attract, they retract from that. Then ask anyone if they're interested in trying any of the products, and you can message them. Okay. So those are 3 amazing tips to get your new team member started off with using social media. Okay, next, you want to tell them, okay, I want you to think about any people that are think of people to connect to a product. Maybe someone you know that's in your circle. And when I say your circle, I mean the closest people to you, your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your best friend. Anybody that knows, likes, and trusts you already, mainly family and friends, okay? I want you to think of these 20 people, and I want you to think of 20 people that would love the product. And if you were flipping through our catalog, that you'd say immediately, I use this example all the time because Lucy loves rose gold. And anytime I see anything rose gold, I'm like, I automatically think of Lucy. Okay. So think of people to connect to a product, maybe a mom with young kids, a boy mom, someone with small space, someone who loves home decor, someone who's always getting every subscription box, me, is always cleaning or doing laundry, or is your family and friend. And I want you to think of these people and write 20 people's names down. Okay. This is going to be something that's going to be their homework if you're training someone, or your homework if this is you. Okay. So next is the launch party. Okay. This is the invite. And 9 times out of 10, people do not have a successful launch party because they don't do the work. They don't invite people. Guys, do not have a Facebook party or a Facebook group and just go and throw 100 people in that group. I cannot stand when people do that to me. Like, or they'll message me and I never said one word to this person ever in my life. And they want to tell me, do you want to buy this? Man, I ain't gonna tell you what I probably tell them in the message, but do not do that to people. People want to feel like they matter. People want to feel like you're being authentic. They don't want to feel sold to. Okay. So this is a verbiage, but just a fast verbiage of something you can literally copy and paste and invite people you authentically want to invite to your launch party. Jessica, I'm not sure if you saw that I started my own home fragrance business, and I was flipping through my catalog and I noticed that we offer a clean line. You were the first person that came to mind, since I know, and this is Lucy, girl, you always cleaning. If I sent you an invite to my launch party that's happening next Friday at 7 o'clock, would you like to come and see what goodies we have? Would you join us? That's it. Okay. Super simple, but a lot of people overcomplicate it. So I wanted to be able to give you guys some verbiage to invite people. And this is the thing, you got to invite a good 40, 50 people to that group so that you can get 20 good people that are interested and engaged. Okay. So how to double promote in the first 30 days. Double promote. And when I say double promote, because we're talking about getting you to lead. Okay. First promotion you have to hit is certified. So point blank, from day one of you starting with Scentsy, I don't care if it's 10 days, 20 days, 60 days, 90 days, 345 days, because it takes you a year. It should not take you no year to get certified, Lord Jesus. But if however many days it takes, okay, however many days it takes, you have to sell your first $1,000 in PRV. That's dollar for dollar, not including tax, straight dollar for dollar. Okay. You have to sell your first $1,000. Once your first $1,000 is sold, boom, you're certified. You promoted, you no longer make 20% commission, you make 25. Okay. But we're going to show you a way to step it up and promote 2 times. Okay. And get your lead promotion. So this is the checklist. You must ensure that you, as you, reach $500 in your launch party. You have to. Okay. Next, ask every guest that attends or comes, or any of your friends and family in those first 20 names that you noted down, if they would like to earn their goodies discounted. The same way you're going to get free and half price product from that $500 party. Ask them, would you do me a favor and be one of my first hosts? I would tell my best friend that. I would tell my mom that. My mom, I would make creator link and make her be my first guest. That's just me. But find 2 people that will want to book a party, however they want to do it, within the next 2 weeks. Write those 2 people's names down. Okay. Step 3, with a party of $500. And this is super important, guys. And I want you guys to understand, this is where a lot of people drop the ball because they don't do this early on. Understand, with a party of $500 in PRV, every single party you put in a $500, you have the ability to offer this kit that's listed right here. This is the host exclusive kit. It is not our $99 kit that you get the big shebang, but it is the discounted kit. For $59, you can offer this kit to anyone or less. I say or less because if you have a $500 party, if you don't know or you do know, that is $75 free in host credit. Okay. If we add this $59 kit to it, it comes directly out of that $500. Okay. So you're winning already because you're not paying for that kit, guys. It's free at that point. If you have a $200 party, we ain't thinking in $200, but if you did, you could still add that kit and just pay the difference. Okay. But again, we're going to find your 2 possible hosts for bookings. Okay. The step 3 with the $500 party, because you're already going to shoot for $500 for your party. You have an option to add this kit. I'm going to tell you the first person that I joined my team. And I did just this because I went to a training and someone told me, just ask the closest person to you, your mom, your sister, ask them to join you. You don't know what you're doing, but you're having fun, and tell them to join you so that they can maybe travel with you for free or do all the fun things that you can do with Scentsy. So I went and asked my cousin and I said, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm obviously, they say I'm doing something right because I already hit certified. And I hit my shooting star and I'm already going to hit level 1 of sensational start. Like, why don't you join me? She said, okay. And she didn't have a discounted kit. We didn't have that then. She paid the $99 and joined me. And she's a star consultant shooting for Superstar Consultant on my team right now. So just ask, guys. Think of who can you think of that could benefit from the opportunity. Okay. So goal achieved. We hope that you get down to there. And again, perks of double promoting 30 days is you receive your permanent 5% commission increase because you are certified. You get promotion incentive points if there is an incentive actively going. You get leadership bonuses because you will be paid as a lead or above. And Scentsy will send you customers, as we talked about, being an active consultant on the PWS locator on Scentsy.com. Okay. Once you reach your first $1,000 in PRV, you'll reach your first promotion. You are certified. If you help your friend get $200 in PRV, and between the both of you, you have at least $1,333 in PRV, you will double promote to lead. Super simple. Super simple structure. If you follow this to the T, there is no reason why you cannot hit 2 promotions in your first 30 days. Now, I am going to stop sharing this and know that we have that available. It's in our group page. I want you guys can chime in if you have any questions. Aaron, Jess, if you are still on and you want to add anything, please feel free. I am feeling this out. This is so amazing and so easy. All the information is there for us. Yes, it is, Vanessa. Does anybody have any questions? I haven't gone to look on Facebook to see if it's going so crazy. Let's see.
And so, Jessica, I have a question.
Ma'am.
So when you promote to lead, do you stay at lead and they pay you at title when you hit that $500, or how does that work? Like if you don't hit 500,
okay, so once you hit a title, your title will remain. The only title that you get demoted with is once you become director. If you don't hit those numbers within a certain time frame, that changes. But when you get to lead, your title will always remain. To get paid at title, you must always meet those requirements. And those requirements are $500, because that's probably one of the greatest things that I love about our commission plan. And I'll be totally honest is, if you want to get paid as a leader, you have to act as if. So you have to have those $500 in PRV, and your one team member must be active. And that means $200 in PRV. So when the next month starts over, just like any title, same thing with me, we all start back at 0. So your title will remain the same, It will never, you never will get demoted from that title. However, to get paid at that title or whatever title you are every single month, you got to meet those requirements. Does that make sense?
Yes, that does. Thank you.
Uh-huh. You're welcome. Anybody else? Okay, awesome. So, um, I just want you to understand that sometimes people think that things can be harder than they are. And I get it. I overthink. I'm an overanalyzer. I overthink. But I'm also a person that says, you know what? If you give me a roadmap, I will get there 10 times faster. So, what I will say is, you have this PDF. This should be something that should be saved on your computer if you have one. It should be something that you refer to every single time you get a new recruit, because this is going to take all the fluff out, it is going to take all the unnecessary things out. It is going to give you your roadmap to follow, and you do the things that you need to make sure that you're going to get to lead. And also, the things you need to be doing coaching your team members to get to lead. Because guys, don't get me wrong, it's great for them to join calls, to do all the things, to come and get connected. But if you are not helping them make money and be successful, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. Okay, yes, great. That is a great piece. Aaron says, mention again, sometimes, and this, I'm glad that you said that, because I had some people, if they're numbers people, I'm a numbers person. So I immediately went to the commission chart and I looked, right? I immediately went to the commission chart and I looked when I was first certified essential consultant. And I remember Lucy, and I remember telling Lucy, like, dude, how do I get to director? And I was still certified. And she's like, she gave me the best advice that she could have given me at the time, and I think it's still one of the best pieces of advice. She said, I get it, you want to be a director, don't look at that, look at each promotion one step at a time. So guess what Jessica did? I went and broke down the I said, okay, well, if I recruit 3 people and each one of them does $500, well, this thing is saying that I'll get this much in percentage off of them. So at first I was like, man, that's not really a lot. Let me tell you, that is why you have to recruit frontline strong. That's a whole nother training. But in the beginning, those commissions may seem smaller to you, right? Because there's only 1 or 2 people you may have on your team. Guys, I promise you, if you keep the upward battle and you keep on recruiting, you will end up, I have currently 60 frontline team members. At one point, I did have 75. My goal is 100, but I get a commission off of the production of those 60 individuals. Over time, um, that's a good paycheck. And yes, focus one promotion at a time. And I will tell you, because this came from the direct mouth of our CFO, our Chief Financial Officer, which is also Orville, who is our CEO, came straight from his mouth. Lead is the most important promotion. Hands down, it is more important than certified. It is the most important promotion along your Scentsy journey. Okay, because it is the first promotion that you can't do on your own. Okay, you have to build. And I love that Scentsy makes us get $500 a month, compared to some other comp plans where the person at the top just chills and does nothing and doesn't have to technically work with their team. I'm not cool with that. So I love that we as leaders have that requirement that we must do, because that actively shows that we're doing exactly what we're asking our team members to do. So again, initially those commissions may seem smaller, but I promise over time, if you recruit and you continue taking one level at a time, it will snowball into something that you didn't even imagine. I promise you. So I hope that this helps you. Wherever you're watching, you will have the link to this excuse me, to this PDF. And I hope that you gauge your 30 days if you are not lead now, and that you make that happen. Get with your sponsor, get with your director, tell them what you're wanting to do. Tell them that you've already printed it out. Take a snapshot of it and send it to them when you already have your possible bookings and your possible new team member. Do the things, guys, because if you do the things will come. The promotions will come. And if you are already past lead, then use this as a tool, as a roadmap, as a checklist for you training every new single team member that you get, not to do all the other things, but to do the important things. Because this is when you're going to find, let me tell you, if I can give you any piece of advice, do not take recruiting personal. You're going to recruit. Some will, some won't. So what? Move on. And that's the thing. 33% of people are going to come into this business. 33% of people are going to leave this business, and 33.3% of people are going to actively stay and work. And that's the thing. If you're not bringing more people in, your funnel stops, your wheel stops. But your wheel's always spinning if you're doing exactly what you're supposed to, bringing more people in, learning and sifting through those people that are going to be your gems and that are going to promote to lead, and then ultimately keep on climbing up. That is how you build an organization. So I hope that this helps. If you have any questions, reach out to your sponsor, reach out to myself. If you need any help, if you're stuck, you know where to find us. Alrighty, guys. I will see you on the next impromptu training.
Thank you.